of Korea.
Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
Now we begin the English language transmission from Pyongyang, the capital of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Series mixed chorus. Song of General Kim Il-sung. Jong-il covers Seoul General Kim Jong-il. Newspapers are open, and the internet homepage of the International Alliance of Societies for the Study of Church Idea and Foreign Policy in Eastern European and Central Asian regions with a visit to the construction site of apartment houses for educators of Chengdu University of Technology. The Russian internet magazine posted the news that the grand performance of the modern bomb band for the participants in the 9th National Meeting for Artists was given in the presence of respected Marshal Kim Jong-un. An inaugural ceremony of the Peruvian Committee for Remembering Generalissimo Kim Il-sung was held in Lima on May the 30th. The committee decided to widely introduce the sacred revolutionary life and immortal exploits of the great leader Kim Il-sung and organize various political and cultural events, including memorial meeting and film show, on the occasion of the 20th anniversary of his demise. Meanwhile, the Polish Committee for Remembering the Great Person Kim Il-sung was formed in Warsaw on May the 29th. The committee decided to give wide publicity to the sacred revolutionary life and undying achievements of President Kim Il-sung and the wise leadership of respected Kim Jong-un, who is brilliantly carrying forward the revolutionary course of the churches, and hold various political and cultural events. The Britain-Korea Friendship Association released a statement on May the 24th on the occasion of the 75th anniversary of the victorious battle in the Musan area. The statement said, "The advance into the homeland and the brilliant victory of the battle in the Musan area made by the Korean People's Revolutionary Army under the wise guidance of the great leader Kim Il-sung forcibly encouraged the entire Korean people to take an active part in the anti-Japanese revolutionary struggle, with the faith that as long as there is the Korean People's Revolutionary Army, the victory is certain and Korea is sure to be liberated. They gave a great confidence in victory to the oppressed people in colonial countries fighting against imperialism, and dealt a telling blow at the international fascism. Today, the Korean army and the people win victory after victory in the political and military confrontation with the U.S. imperialists, and bring earlier the final victory in the building of a prosperous nation, while making a great leap forward in the revolution and construction under the wise leadership of respected Kim Jong-un," the statement stressed. Jibo Baba Ahmed, Secretary of the Borno State Government of Nigeria, and his party laid a bouquet before the bronze statues of the great leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il on Mansu Hill and paid tribute to them on Wednesday. 40 school youth and children from across the country started a march to the revolutionary battle site in the Mount Abaco area on the occasion of the 75th anniversary of the victorious battle in the Busan area. Before the march, they held a meeting in front of the monument of the victorious battle of Patsumbo in Hesan City, Gyeonggi Province, on Wednesday. The leader threw a basket and flowers before the bronze statue of the Korean leader Kim Il-sung at the monument and paid a tribute to him. The reporter and speakers at the meeting called on the marchers to carry on the march of the Pakdo and thus powerfully demonstrate the firm will of the new generation to accomplish the Korean Revolution. After the meeting, the marchers, with the flags bearing smiling portraits of the great general listeners Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il at the head of the ranks, marched to Patsumbo, flying the flags of the Republic, the Kim Il-sung Socialist Youth League, and marchers. They were warmly seen off by working people of different sections of school youth and children in Hesan City. In the historic land where the Patsumbo battle, organized and commanded by the Korean leader General Listener Kim Il-sung, was fought, the marchers held a meeting around a campfire by the Tarim stream that evening. The Patsumbo Touch Prize Sports Games opened on the occasion of the anniversary of the victory in the historic Patsumbo battle, organized and commanded by the Korean leader Kim Il-sung. More than 30 events, including football, volleyball, basketball, and marathon, will be held in sports games to be held in Pyongyang, Pyeongseong, Hwamong, Nampo, and other places. The opening ceremony took place at the Hesan Stadium in Gyeonggi Province on the 4th. Present there were officials concerned, sports persons, and working people and museum students in Hesan City. Opening address was followed by marching in front of sports persons. After the opening ceremony, a football match took place. Ministries and national institutions of Korea actively support the sport. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs provided the Basketball Association with varieties of sporting goods and training apparatuses for the development of the basketball technique. It also pays due attention to the international sports exchanges for the development of the event. The Daesung Bank has provided many apparatuses needed for putting the handball training on a scientific basis, giving help to the coaches and players. And the Ministry of Public Health and the Ministry of State Construction Control have supplied in time a lot of materials necessary for the construction of stadiums. The Pyongyang Horticulture Guidance Bureau, the Kyonghwan Guidance Bureau, and other institutions render good assistance to sports teams. Foreign visitors to DPRK expressed deep impressions after visiting the Namgyongdae School Children's Palace. Meng Hu-Batu, head of the delegation of the Mongolian People's Party, Liu Yong, head of the delegation of the All China Journalists Association, and Hwang Ain-tuan, head of the delegation of the Institute for Foreign Policy and Strategic Studies of Vietnam, said they were deeply moved to see the happy school children who are fully developing their talents. They mentioned the concern and solicitude of the Korean Parliament government and a good soil on which the school children are brought up to be competent personnel who will assure the future of the country. We had a better understanding of the efforts of President Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il for the rising generations. We could deeply feel the great pride of the Korean school children who are blessed with leaders generation after generation thanks to respect of Kim Jong-un. We really envy the Korean children growing stoutly as the future pillars, they added. The spokesman for the DPRK Ministry of Foreign Affairs answered the Korean Central News Agency on the 5th concerning the formation of the Unified National Government of Palestine. The spokesman said, the Unified National Government was formed on June the 2nd between the National Liberation Movement and the Islamic Resistance Movement, major political forces of Palestine. We welcome the formation of the Unified National Government of Palestine and appreciate the National Liberation Movement and the Islamic Resistance Movement for their efforts for national reconciliation and unity. We hope that the new government would realize the legitimate right of the Palestinian people, including the establishment of a sovereign state with Jerusalem as the capital with the United States at an early date. The spokesman for the Central Committee of the DPRK Red Cross Society gave a statement to media on the 5th. The statement said, "Some time ago, the DPRK ship was wrecked on the Korean East Sea while fishing. Concerning that, our side demanded the South Korean authorities immediately send back our 3 crewmen and ship. The South Korean authorities, however, sent back only one of our crewmen through Panmunjom and illegally detained the rest 2 under the pretext of expression of will to surrender. Our side immediately sent a telephone message strongly urging the return of all crewmen and demanded that if they truly tendered their submission, 2 crewmen should be brought to Panmunjom to meet us. A few days have passed since then, but the South Korean authorities still keep them in South Korea, not allowing them to meet us. This is an unpardonable gross violation of human rights of the citizens and the sovereignty of the DPRK, and another inhumanitarian crime. The South Korean authorities neither send back the 2 crewmen under the pretext of respecting their own will, nor allow them to meet us. It shows that alleged expression of will to surrender is a lie, and they are kept in custody against their will. In the past, we sent back all South Korean fishermen and ships that came to our area because of a shipwreck. Last year, we persuaded and sent back all South Koreans who illegally entered the DPRK and expressed their will not to return, showing our sincerity. The recent inhumanitarian act of the South Korean authorities, quite contrary to our nature, is intolerable either in the humanitarian point of view or in the compatriot point of view. Families of those fishermen detained in South Korea are eagerly waiting for their early and safe return. The South Korean authorities should immediately and unconditionally send our illegally detained crewmen. Otherwise, we'll take strong countermeasures as already warned, and the South Korean authorities are to blame for the grave consequences arising therefrom, the statement warned. Korean women in the United States held a candlelight rally in Los Angeles on May the 31st in demand of the resignation of the South Korean puppet regime, according to Minseok Tongsin, the internet newspaper of Koreans in the United States. Speakers at the rally stressed that the probe into the truth behind the Haiti civil disaster, inspection of state administration, and institution of a special law are the unanimous demands of the bereaved family. Prior to the rally, the participants held a memorial meeting before the South Korean Consulate General in spite of the demonstration. The Citizens Solidarity for Democratic Society of South Korea released a commentary on the 2nd, condemning the authorities for their suppression in an attempt to evade the responsibility for the Haiti civil disaster. Military tie-up with Japan is strongly protested in South Korea. The Citizens Solidarity for Democratic Society released a commentary on May the 29th, revealing unfairness of sharing of military information with Japan. The commentary said, the military authorities of South Korea, the United States, and Japan plan to discuss measures for sharing of military information. It is a premeditated work to share information on missiles of the North between South Korea and Japan and establish the U.S.-led missile defense system. The commentary demanded the South Korean, U.S., and Japanese authorities take measures to prevent a vicious cycle of confrontation from promoting cooperation through the sharing of military information. The South Korean internet newspaper, Voice of People, posted an editorial on May the 30th under the title, Promotion of Dangerous Agreements on Sharing of Military Information between South Korea and Japan. The editorial said the attempted conclusion of agreements on sharing military information with Japan promoted by the authorities will endanger the society as a whole. A rally was held in Idabashi Ward, Tokyo Metropolis, Japan on May the 31st in protest against the exclusion of Korean schools from the tuition-free program for senior high schools. Present there were members of the executive committee of the rally and the liaison council opposing the exclusion of Korean schools from the tuition-free program for senior high schools, Koreans in Japan and Japanese citizens. First, a video introducing Korean schools was screened at the rally. Speaking at the rally, Japanese personages denounced that the exclusion of Korean schools from the tuition-free program for senior high schools is a national discrimination by the state. They stressed that the Japanese citizens would conduct more positive activities to realize the application of the tuition-free program to Korean schools. A resolution was adopted at the rally. After the rally, the participants staged a demo. That's the end of the news read by Kim Shonok and Lee Shang-sung. This is Voice of Korea. When a prisoner man covers, we will defend General Kim Seung-min at the cost of our lives. Legacies of Kim Seung-sik. This year marks the 88th anniversary of the demise of Kim Seung-sik, the father of the great President Kim Il-sung, and an outstanding leader of the anti-Japanese national liberation movement of Korea. His life was a brilliant life of genuine patriot and staunch revolutionary who devoted everything to independence of the country and the freedom and happiness of the people. Kim Seung-sik, who rendered immortal services to be recorded forever in the history of the Korean anti-Japanese national liberation struggle, left valuable legacies of the Korean Revolution to be carried on generation after generation. President Kim Il-sung recalled with deep emotion that the idea of Ji-won or aim-high, preparedness for three contingencies, the idea of gaining commerce, and two pistols. These were all he took over from his father, a teacher and leader who had continuously led him along the path of revolution. Kim Seung-sik's idea of aiming high was run through with the spirit of national independence and patriotic stand, unreservedly opposing aggression and subjugation, oppression and exploitation, warmly loving the country and people, and liberating the country, achieving national independence, and furthermore, building a highly civilized new society in the liberated country by believing in the strength of its people and increasing their strength. Preparedness for three contingencies, that is, death from hunger, death from beating, and death from fighting, represents the profound meaning that the struggle against the most outrageous Japanese imperialists can emerge victorious only through a do-or-die struggle, and that the revolutionary can complete the revolution only with preparedness for death. His idea of gaining comrades is that revolution begins with winning comrades, and only he who is ready to die for his comrades can get good and genuine comrades. The two pistols left by Kim Seung-sik teach the theory of battle that national independence and society for proletarians do not come of their own accord as they are wanted, and the struggle against the most vicious robber, Japanese imperialism, can be won only through an armed struggle. Kim Seung-sik did not stop the struggle even though he was fatally wounded by cruel tortures and frostbite on the arduous road of revolution accompanied by orders. He staunchly marched along the road of struggle without looking back or hesitation, leaning on a stick when exhausted and eating slowly when hungry. The legacies left by Kim Seung-sik were gained through such hardships and do-or-die struggle. They are infinitely valuable legacies for the Korean Revolution. So far, you've been listening to an account under the title Legacies of Kim Seung-sik. This is Voice of Korea. We now bring the song Green Pine on Namsan, written by Kim Seung-sik, an indomitable revolutionary fighter and outstanding leader of the anti-Japanese national liberation movement of Korea in 1937 or 1918. Yapine covers the foot of Mount Pumpa. 14 friends sing. This song represents a Korean song sung by a foreigner. The meaning desire. The song reflects ardent desire of the Korean people for good health and welfare of respected Kim Il-sung, who is always working the world for the people through the intention of the great Kim Il-sung and Kim Il-sung. Please appreciate the song sung by Indonesian musician Putri Intan Pumatasari. You've been listening to a Korean song sung by a foreigner from our regular program, Foreign Friends Sing. This is Voice of Korea. Here is Ong Yugun solo, Fluffy Codon.
passengers. With this, we conclude the English language service of Voice of Korea from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Voice of Korea presents its English language service for Southeast Asia between 5 and 6 hours UTC on 13,650 kHz and 15,105 kHz, and between 10 and 11 hours UTC on 11,735 kHz and 13,660 kHz. For Middle East and Northern Africa between 16 and 17 hours UTC on 9,890 kHz and 11,645 kHz, and between 19 and 20 hours UTC on 9,875 kHz and 11,635 kHz. For Southern Africa between 19 and 20 hours UTC on 7,210 kHz and 11,910 kHz. And for Central and South Americas between 4 and 5 hours UTC on 11,735 kHz, 13,760 kHz, and 15,180 kHz. And between 10 and 11 hours UTC on 11,710 kHz and 15,180 kHz. Goodbye, this is Pyongyang.